Or what some of them do. You see, do you want me to elaborate on any of those? Like, what?
Yes, I want to know what each of these pendants do, because I don't know otherwise, and wouldn't care to buy jewelry underground because I can do that above ground.
It's so much easier because then if
you know, there's like a random.
What are you looking for?
Generator.
Yes, but I could give you her wares if you would just tell me what you're looking for instead of making me list them all one by one. You're like,
but
okay,
I don't. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something to catch my eye.
Yeah.
It's browsing. It's not. I'm looking for a specific thing. I want to see the things this merchant has.
Well, I mean, I tried to starting general and looking for you to be like, oh, well, what about these? I mean, okay, you've got gemstones and carved. Would either of those catch your eye? What do you want me to tell you?
I want you to tell me what the magic properties of. I want you to tell me what the fuck they do, Chen.
But you have.
Miss, what the fuck do they do?
Which one in particular? There's so many!
With one.
She throws one at you and says, this one is airborne! That's what it does!
Leave.
It fails to hit you and hovers in front of your face. It never touches things you see.
It's really quite cool. It just like takes it out of the ground and takes it out of the air hard.
And see, it rose to the ground. Oh.
Okay. So on this aside. I hate you. Okay.
No.
Damn it, Shiana. She is eating up so many of my second level spells. Now, in addition to share language, I'm going to be doing soothing word every day to lessen her from being nauseated, which is what I assume seasickened would be, to being just sickened. And I'm assuming I'm going to have to do it every day. Although the way it's saying it, I don't think it would, but it'd be stupid to do it just once.
She gestures towards a group of gemstones of amulets with gemstones of varying color. She's like, well, these are your basic make you do things better. They help you with certain talents or skills. This one helps with your abilities in battle. She points to one that is carved and to the shape of an arrow and a sword crossing. Points over to one that is carved out of wood. She says, this one is extremely, extremely fragile, but it gives one the ability to communicate with plants.
Somehow I don't want that.
Apparently he doesn't want to talk to plants.
No, it's just I remember a character that could only do it after a certain time of day.
Oh, yeah.
She looks you up and down real quick, rolls a quick perception, says, I can see you are schooled in some of the arcane arts. Perhaps you would like one of these over here. You see one. She picks up one. It's very ornate. It seems to be sparkling with electricity. This imbues all of your magic with electrical qualities.
Ooh.
Double lightning bolt.
No, I'm guessing it just makes it do
Electrical magic
electric
missile.
damage instead. Or it could do it like an extra D6 electric damage, you know?
Yeah, that would be cool. How much is that? Do you want me to pull up like magic chart or something?
No, I'm looking at one. I've got one right here.
Plus, even if it just converts it all to one type of energy, then we could do I could do resist energy communal, and we could all be immune to AoE effects. Actually, that's true. I could do that on the lightning storm, and then you could just use that.
But it only covers like one square.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a big lightning storm. It's just like this little cloud that I can just have go like around people and shock them.
Well, never mind.
Also gives a slight like a certain amount of concealment while they're inside of it.
Oh,
Though when I do learn an AoE spell like Fireball, it would be funny to watch it become all electric damage and just be like. Bzz.
you know, I don't know if I've ever seen an attack that was part fire, part electric. It's a combination you don't really see much.
So, what else do you do after giving your
Baldur's Gate
ship a
has
look
a lot of
at
those weird elemental combinations. Like you can find
I forgot her name.
It's like I have a
What-
lightning
what?
cold sword.
Zuko's sister. Not
Azula?
Zuko. Huh?
Azula?
Azula. She has electrical fire.
Who?
Her fire was blue, but that was
Avatar.
just...
No, it did have electrical.
What?
It was electrical, wasn't it?
Yeah, she could also do lightning, but it wasn't electrical fire.
Oh.
She could just do fire and lightning, because lightning was part of fire right now.
I never saw Avatar.
It's pretty cool.
Never cared much. Never cared much for the core.
After setting up the hammock, I'm going to be talking with Shiana, trying to reassure her, trying to help her get her bearings, kind of thing. Help her be more comfortable on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there's much you can do for that, you know, but
As she spends more time on it, she starts getting a little bit steadier.
okay.
Tap dance on the ship. Not
I haven't forgotten your question, Christian. I'm just looking stuff up real quick.
It's okay. I can wait.
So, do either of you two do anything over the course of the next day?
Sleep.
I'm going to call the guy over at one point when he's not doing anything. And I'll say, look what I can do. I'll to control water and raise water somewhere off where it's not going to affect the ship, but just because I can. But yeah, not much else. I'll do Bountiful Banquet at some point that day, and the next day.
2,000 gold pieces squared. It's worth a lot of money, apparently.
Why squared?
I don't know. That's what it says.
Are you sure?
Yes, spell level times caster level times 2,000 gold pieces squared. That doesn't seem right. It could be. Right here. That's not squared. That's footnote. Ah. Look at that. So it is. I'm glad you said that.
Mm-hmm. That's a, yeah, big difference. Hello, Fred. But no, I'm not really doing anything of drastic note.
She says this particular item is worth 20,000 gold pieces.
That's a lot of cash.
Yes.
For my blood, I'm afraid.
Oh, I apologize. What is something closer to your price range, sir?
Well, you see, I don't really, I bought her a lot. I don't necessarily. And I have the stone that can turn water into alcohol.
I suppose I could put that on a necklace and sell it as an amulet.
Oh dear.
Actually, that'd be great. No, you just you're at a really boring party that they don't, they're not serving drinks. They're just, you've got sparkling water and you just kind of dip it in for a second. Much better. It's like,
That would
Or
make
it turns
completely
your blood.
wasted though. Like, you put them in for like a few seconds and it's just like.
But you have to understand, it was turning my liquids on like the inside of
Oh,
my
yeah,
body
true.
to alcohol.
and it didn't run out when he did it. Like, it wasn't a one-time use thing.
Yeah, it was just continuously doing it. I was just like, "Ugh."
It might be limited, but it wasn't just single use.
Well,
York.
I'd say this is worth about 5,000 gold to me.
Okay. Got anything in that price range then? You're going to use all of Tom's alcohol to make these stones and sell them to multiple magic merchants.
Yeah, it seems to be working for you.
It's just like, I'm going to just trade these for small magic items, and then like I'll eventually graduate to like bigger magic items and sell them.
I mean, that's a good way to...
I'll just be the entrepreneur of the team. I'll just invent things.
Yeah, it's a good way to use the stone. And the reason why things like that are so breaky in game. To have the things as powerful as the merging stone thing. Because you can do shit like this.
It's not like it's not like I want a lot of the smaller things. And it's not like I'm going to one merchant. It's like, I have all these small magic stones. I'm just kind of keeping one on me at times. It's just like, it's a little bit of a loose change. And I only have so many like actual gems.
And if you started selling them in bulk, they'd start
people
becoming
will catch
very
on
less.
to me.
They'd start becoming less valuable.
Yeah.
Less valuable.
But with how much we move around, that would take selling a lot of them.
A little while, yeah, but still it would happen.
And to be quite honest, like I could probably spam the shit out of this island, and then it'll die off, and most of them will be in the ocean, and I'll be like, yeah, I can start selling them again.
No, you just have a bunch of drunk fish.
That too.
Also, I feel like if they dropped in the
It'll be
ocean,
the drunk
they
sea instead of the Dead Sea.
She motions towards some of the pendants she had motioned towards earlier. She's like, well, if you wanted to give me this stone, I would certainly consider one of these an adequate trade. And she motions towards the one. They're basically the plus to your ability scores. Or maybe a plus to your couple of your skills.
Okay, looking for strength/attack.
She holds up, I'm sure you said something in-game relevant to that. So she holds up a ruby clad in silver and gold wrappings. And she's like, well, this might help out with that.
What's it do? Do I need to?
I'm
hoping the seller knows what it does.
She does. I'm just how does a
In-game
seller in game
convert,
say this gives you +2 to said stat? She's like,
oh wow,
it imbues you with much strength and prowess in battle.
Okay. I'll take that one. That sounds cool.
Cool.
I'm so jealous right now.
I'll eventually make cool things for everybody. It just give me time. I gotta get my things.
No, just like a +2 to charisma or to wisdom would help me so much right now. Be amazing.
She hands you the amulet and takes the stone out of your hand.
Alrighty.
Pleasure doing business.
Indeed. What are the wise? Don't put that in your mouth. Don't ask.
She looks over at it.
I have not put that one in my mouth. That's a different one. I'm just saying, don't do it. I've tried it before with a separate one.
You just see her writing a mental note. Do not put it in.
I guess I just walk away, and it's just like,
You know I'm not going to let you use that trick ever again. Now that you have something really cool for it.
well, yeah. I mean, I have two things that I'm okay with. I'm going to have to make better magic items to do it.
You have
If I intended to do this many more times, I wouldn't have just told you how I could.
You have a
like
plus
drain this country of its money, and then when it sinks, I can just drain somewhere else of its money.
+2 to strength when you're wearing the amulet.
I would put it on, so I guess I need to go ahead and put the temporary.
Also, point of fact, when I was doing the control water, what I would have done is about 300 feet out from the harbor, there would have been an area that was 70 feet by 70 feet of water that was raised up 14 feet and then
wow,
poured
that's
out.
cool. That's really cool.
So with the help of like a spell, I can at one time just have 6 strength or 6 modifiers.
And then you add in Luna's dancing damage.
Well, that's the thing. Is there a specific type of bonus that is?
Wow.
Is it an inherent bonus, an enhancement bonus? I think usually that kind of thing, it's... Ooh, it could be either.
I can probably look it up. It's not a really
Enhancement.
defined.
Enhancement? So I don't think that's going to stack with bull strength then.
So, back to the ship with him. Everyone's done doing things. Later that day, the other tenant to the cabin comes back. He's he's a pretty slim elf. He's got a small dragon on his shoulders.
Bull strength is enhancement, so it won't. Oh. Knowledge nature?
To know about dragons?
To know what kind of dragon it is.
Well, by its color, you can hazard a guess that it's a gold dragon, because it is gold colored.
I actually got a 20 overall.
You know it is gold dragon.
Okay.
Not only because it's gold colored, but because of the structure of its bones or base or whatever.
Because there's things like fairy dragons and pseudo dragons, you know?
No, this one's an honest, small dragon.
Oh, wow. Good day, sir.
Look.
Where does it say that it would stack? Where does it say that it would stack?
It says it's an enhancement bonuses, and bonuses of the same kind typically do not stack, with a few notable exceptions, such as dodge bonuses.
So where does it say that?
It'll say that somewhere in, like, what the numbers mean or something of the basics. Give me a second.
Just never had much enhancement, so I've never really.
Yeah, that's why it actually always specifies what kind, because it'll take the better one, you know. But you have a gold dragon.
Apt observation, madame, he says. He's very well spoken and polite.
That's very impressive. Where'd you find it? With my 20 knowledge nature, you kind of know the gender?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, are you asking the gender?
Yes.
You know that it's a girl dragon.
Where did you find her?
Oh, we've been friends for a very long time.
Wow. I'm Valky, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Valky. I'm looking up my name right now. Which is why it is taking me a moment to respond each time.
Looking up my name. That's a special answer right there.
My name is Talithel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is Valky, by the way. Scratch your ears. Shiana. I'm a narcissist, you see. I named my
No, and then he pops in. No, that's me.
Yeah.
That is also his name. Yes, Chris, to answer your question earlier again, it is going to be one of those games.
Oh. Does Shiana say anything?
Shiana, in the Krell, goes, "Hi there!" Both the elf and the dragon cock their heads.
Share language.
He regains his composure. Your companion just spoke in the language of the undead at me.
Yeah, sorry, she's young. I use share.
She does that sometimes. I mean,
it's a phase that they go through. They start speaking undead, you know.
I feel you. Actually, she went through a phase where it was all abyssal all the time.
Oh no, I didn't say that. But are you familiar with the spell share language?
Yes.
Yeah, I myself am a servant of Pharasma, and as such feel the need to know the celestial and.
I'm sorry, I was thinking something.
And what would be the catch-all term for like infernal and abyssal?
The dark
Like,
one, the dark
yeah.
languages, I guess.
Yeah.
The dark languages.
The celestial and the evil languages, and of course the language of my natural enemy, the undead.
Know thy enemy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very wise. Very wise.
And every day I do share language so that we may communicate, and I usually do common as one, and then I like having one that most people don't know so that, you know, we can communicate in private if need to. I see now that won't be Nikrell while you're here.
Oh no, I don't mind. I was simply caught off guard. That is not... A speaking wolf is not something one comes upon every day, and one speaking Nikrell even rarer than that.
Yeah, she's special. I'm glad someone finally had the proper reaction to that.
Does anybody else speak to the elf with the dragon?
I'm not there yet.
I just wave.
Okay. When you get there, do you?
I will do later.
What?
Not really. I'm
What?
just kind of
What?
I just have a blue lady.
taking my sack in
I don't
there, or
actually say
the
that.
bag of holding. and just
I'm very
like,
tired and loopy, so. Well, not very
Just
tired.
waving.
Kind of loopy.
I've already forgotten his name.
Telephone.
Telethal?
Telephone?
I think I missed it the first.
Telephone. Hello, my name is Telephone. Ring ring.
To be fair, that still sounds more intelligent than hello, I'm looking up my name right now.
Hold on, I'm an imposter. Give me a moment.
Let me check my ID. I read what it was once. Oh yeah, telephone. Telephony.
Telephone was the boss, and
My name is Telephone. I'm sorry, I misread that. Telefel. That's it. Telefel or Telefeel? What do you think?
Yeah. How do you pronounce this?
Telefel, you think it's Telefel too? Okay. Hi, I'm Telefel.
I'm sorry, I have chronic Alzheimer's.
He's adorable.
This dragon is the one that reminds me of who I am. And
It's his seeing eye dragon. No.
Name saying dragon.
Oh.
The brain dragon.
he probably should have gotten a parrot.
But a dragon is much fancier.
Yes.
And instead of asking a stupid question, I'll go ahead and continue milking that 20 I got on a knowledge check. At the size she is, do I think she'd be able to speak yet at this point? I don't know how old dragons are when they learn to speak.
Considering that dragon is fairly small, I don't think so.
But, like, dragons are really smart anyway.
Yes.
So, like,
Most are small dragons.
and they're tiny for a long time because they have such long lifespans.
Yes, but just they don't usually speak to people when they're babies, and they're not.
See, I didn't know
they
that
don't-
specifically.
Like I don't think they like are going to have a great grip on language when they can sit on somebody's shoulder. Like that's just a little too tiny. Just a little bit. I mean, small. Like it's not even a medium-sized dragon. It's a small-sized dragon.
Turns out he's actually a very powerful mage, and it's an elder dragon that he's just reduced and then done alter image.
He didn't even have to
With
do
the
that.
alter
He just
self.
reversed aging on it, and it just knows like terrible secrets of the world, and it's just this little bitty thing.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does, kind of, doesn't it? I wonder where my mind is ripping off.
Huh.
I hate that. It's just
I'm
like,
working on it,
this
yeah.
feels too natural for me to be saying it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's just like, someone else must have come up with this, and I'm just recycling it.
Maybe comment. We ask the hard questions here, like what's your name and can you speak?
Can you speak?
I don't know! How do I answer?
Well, I know the dragon can speak, I just don't know when they can speak. But I'm gonna go ahead and say no. You don't get the impression that a dragon this young is apt to speaking at least common.
Okay.
Maybe it speaks Draconic, but probably not common.
Okay. Okay, and I found where it says, under the glossary, basics and ability scores glossary, stacking. Stacking refers to the act of adding together bonuses or penalties that apply to one particular check or statistic. Generally speaking, most bonuses at the same time do not stack. Instead, only the highest bonus applies. Most penalties do stack, meaning that their values are added together. Penalties and bonuses generally stack with one another, meaning that the penalties might negate or exceed part over all of the bonuses, and vice versa.
So now we know.
Okay.
We'll just have to trade this one out for a +2 version sometime along the line.
What is +2?
Or, you know, the better
+4.
version of...
Yeah. That's still really nice, though.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying the better version of the amulet itself.
Oh,
Not the
yeah,
better-
yeah.
Like, the amulet of strength +1
Mhm.
kind of thing, where it's like, oh, the regular one does this, the +1 adds a little more, etc.
Actually, come to think of it.
Because stat bonus type things like that have, like, tiers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, this is the thing of dexterity +4.
It did
And
just
it's
happen.
expensive as fuck because it's +4.
Man, I love the headband of mental superiority +6. That
Yeah.
is a wonderful magic item. +6 to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, and it gives you like extra bonuses on skills, and I think language is known.
Oh, bro, good Jesus.
It was one of the reasons that Geno became so broken, is we got so much fucking money and unlimited access to magical items, and I got that and the tome of charisma enhancement +5. So I just got a +11 bonus to my charisma all of a sudden as a bard.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
You know, sadly, I could have probably just whipped up enough stones to buy the lightning amulet, just real quick, but
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know. I just don't know if I could, like, sell enough to one person.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I eventually...
Yeah, you'd be better off finding out some other recipes you
Yeah,
can
that's
do.
why I'm going to have to graduate to, like, bigger or better
So-
magic items eventually.
No, dragon doesn't speak common.
Okay.
Next actions.
So what do you do?
This adventure. I just travel.
Looking him up and down, is he carrying any weapons, specific weapons, or?
He has a longbow and a longsword.
Okay, ranger. Trying to get a feel for his class and role in battle, you know.
Did I hear him say that?
What? Ranger?
No, he's just an adventurer.
Yeah, he just travels.
I'm just gonna chuckle a bit and it's like, isn't that what every misfit does nowadays? Looking back to the owner of the giant wolf and the water elemental.
Yay, I'm not a misfit.
No, I was counting every one of us as a misfit.
Oh. But you didn't look at me specifically.
He's owner of the large wolf. That's you.
The owner of a large sedan wolf. Please take him away from the farm.
What do you
Would
do?
the owner of the large wolf please board the boat at this time so as to not leave him alone with the goat?
And I suppose, what do you all do?
I'll be chatting, kind of getting to know the people, the two people there.
Narcissus isn't there. Oh, yeah, Narcissus isn't currently in the room with you.
Okay. Then the other guy.
Photograph?
What?
It went from telephone to photograph. Congratulations. Oh. Nice.
Oh god.
It does say permanent bonuses. Ability bonuses with a duration greater than 1 day actually increase the relevant ability score after 24 hours. Modify all skills and statistics as appropriate. Which might mean after you wear it for a day, instead of it counting as an enhancement bonus, it's just that the score is higher, and so then you could get a +4 enhancement bonus. I'm not sure if that's how that works.
I was reading that, and I was just kind of like,
yeah,
I didn't see the part you said, but I was
Mhm.
reading. I did see a couple things about the ability scores while I was there, and that does seem kind of weird. And it's like, doesn't that mean if you just cast? Isn't that like casting permanency on like a buff spell or something?
Well, I think it's I think like you would still need to wear it to have the effect. Like if you remove it after that 1 day, you wouldn't just keep it. But it's for how you're treating what your score is, kind of thing.
That'd be cool. Well, I suppose we'll come to it more when it comes to battle.
Yeah.
Or we'll decide on it when it comes to battle whether I get plus from dances or not.
So then...
Well, the dances you would, because that's not directly affecting your strength.
So then Narcissus comes in the room and he lays out a large
Also, it's
map.
a morale bonus, not an
Oh, well, he
enhancement.
goes to the common room. He calls you all to the common room.
Woo, common.
Come here! All of you!
How does he do this? Does he just
Come
take, like
here.
a conch shell? And
All
like,
of me.
He starts ringing like a bell.
Uh,
At any rate, he gets you all to come to the common room. He says, okay.
to pass.
I don't know, she's just kind of been standing here. Right?
Hey, Fred. Hey.
There's another way around, she knows that. Alright. He says, well, this is, of course, primarily an adventuring expedition. However, I am paying you for your services by first taking you to a place. I thought I would give you the liberty of deciding. Do you want to go immediately to your place, or would you like to see some places along the way?
Find out what the party decides next time on whatever the fuck I'm calling this shit.